Open your Bibles with me to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders us and the sin that so easily entangles us. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." The title of my sermon today is "The Extraordinary Power of Perseverance." Typically, successful people are ordinary people with extraordinary determination. These people don't know how to quit or throw in the towel. Do you ever wish you hadn't given up on something? Maybe it's a marriage, a career, a relationship, a school, or even a childhood dream. What happens is a lack of perseverance will cause you to give up or lose hope on these things. And this is the exact opposite of what Jesus intended for us to do. Because in the verse that we just read, it says to run with perseverance. However, the problem is we don't know what perseverance really is. According to dictionary.com, perseverance means to continue despite a state of opposition. But in the Bible, we see perseverance as being learning to enjoy the distance between the promise of God and the provision of God. Time and time again, we see this proven true in many cases, such as Noah, who worked on a project for 120 years with all of humanity laughing at him. His generation had never seen a drop of rain, yet this man, he built a 450-foot Carnival cruise ship in his front yard. But don't you know that it's perseverance that saved Noah and his family? Perseverance is 3 Hebrew children saying to King Nebuchadnezzar that we will not bow, we will not bend, and most assuredly, we will not burn, because our God is with us. My favorite example of perseverance has to be Paul, where in Acts 28, he gets bit by a deadly viper in Malta. But he says, "I've been promised to make it back to Rome. So this light affliction may have hurt me. It may have delayed my trip just a little bit, but it won't stop me." In life, don't we get roughed up like Paul did? I mean, really, think about it. We may fall down, but church, if I could tell you one thing today, it's not that you have fallen that makes you a failure. It's the fact that you can continue to stay down. Because the ordinary person can stay down. That's the easy part. But it takes the extraordinary person to rise back up and become a conqueror. You know, it's like the extraordinary person, Mary Decker, who was at the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles to make history. And nonetheless, she did. But in a way she would have never imagined. Little did she know, as she was coming around the final curve in her race, that she would get tripped up and she would fall down to the track. And in agony, watch every competitor cross the line. Except for her. For many people, that was it. That's game over. But no, not this woman. The very next year, the now Mary Slaney persevered and established 6 world records and held every American record from the 800 meters to the 10,000 meters. Church, that's a range of excellence unparalleled in the history of track and field. You have to catch this though. It was the ordinary person that fell in 1984, was it not? But it was the extraordinary person that got back up and continued on. And today, I challenge you to rise up, shake off the dust, get off the track, and continue on. Because look at Mary Decker. She rose up. She got off the track. She fell, yes. But then she rose to heights that she alone stood on. And you can do the exact same thing. You can rise up to new heights beyond the standards set by our world leaders today. You can see your school change. You can see your generation change. You can see your world change. But most importantly, you can see the friend that you've been praying for so long come to Christ. If you were to live in the extraordinary power of perseverance.